This channel is powered by patreon.com/swiftlessons. Enjoy a library of specialized resources to help fast-track your guitar journey. This technique changed everything, utilizing chord tunes. And welcome back to Swift Lessons. Today, I want to share with you a technique that perhaps more than anything else has helped to elevate my lead guitar playing. And that is the ability to incorporate chord tunes into my scale patterns. For example, the minor pentatonic. Here I am in the key of C. So if I look at this chord C dominant 7, right here I've got the major third, and also the root note here on the 8th fret high E. Right here, these two magic notes can be added in to that minor pentatonic scale. That's going to allow me to create licks that are tailor-fitted to that specific chord. Take a look. Here we have a basic blues rock lick just built from the minor pentatonic. Alright, very run-of-the-mill. Now, if I add in that major third and that root note, it's going to sound very customized. This is something that I can do for the other chords that I have in a basic blues progression. For example, the 4 chord, F7, and the 5 chord, G dominant 7. Let's take a close look at the fretboard. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started breaking down how to target the notes in our 1, 4, 5 chords. But before we jump in, I want to let everybody know that I have a new giveaway going on from now till Christmas. I'm going to be giving away a holiday care package containing everything you need to maintain your guitar. Some finger ease, fretboard conditioner, a maintenance kit, new strings from Elixir, and also my favorite capo, a Shub capo. So if you want to win this, all you need to do is text me the word XMAS, XMAS, to the number we have right up here on the screen. Now let's take a close look at this B&G stepsister electric guitar. We're going to get down that lick that we have for C dominant 7, then move on to the other chords. So here's our ingredients. We have the C7 chord shape, barring the 8th fret, E to E. I've got the 10th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the G string. That's my major third, and that's my high E string. Of course, any of the notes inside this chord are fair game for soloing. All right, also we have the minor pentatonic, or the minor blues scale. Okay, so the chord, the major third, the root note, and also the scale. Those are our ingredients for this lick. Now check it out. A 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so I started off in 8 and 8 of the B and high E string. It's gonna sound great if I can kind of rake through. Then I'm gonna descend down the scale. All right, so that was 8, 11, 8, 10. Next, minor third to major third, then the resolve. All right, that's a great example of this technique. All right, you add it into the rhythm, coming in right at the end of a measure. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and... Okay, now let's take the same exact concept and apply it to F dominant 7, the 4 chord. Here within this chord, actually let's look at the major variety. Frets 8, 10, 10, 10. In this chord we have major third and root note, so they're reversed. All right, that allows me to play a lick like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and... All right, again, tailor fitted to the chord. Okay, so that's very similar. That was 8, 11, 8, 11, then a slide up to the major third before resolving to the root note. Okay, picture the chord and practice. Try it with the beat. A 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... All right, now let's try to do the exact same thing now, but for the 5 chord, G dominant 7. In order to see how the chord tones are working into the scale pattern, we need to play it as a C shape. Frets 10, 9, 10, 8. All right, now the major third is going to be Do, Re, Mi, 1, 2, 3, right here on the 9th fret of the D string. And the root note, right there on the 8th fret of the B. Okay, so now we have the third and the root note for the 1 chord C, the third and the root note for the 4 chord F, and the third and the root note for the 5 chord G. All right, to work these into a lick, we could play something like this. Okay, so this is very interesting because this note, it's a B note, it's not inside the minor pentatonic scale. So this is going to have a specific usage when the 5 chord comes in. Okay, so the lick one more time. All right, you can count it. A 1, 2, 3. All right, so I started off 8th fret of the G string. You can do a slight bend or some vibrato. Then typical pentatonic action, pulling off 10 down to 8 on the D. Going to the 10th fret of the A string. Then, that's right, we're going to go up to the major third and then resolve to the root note G on the B string, 8th fret. Okay, now we have 3 licks to practice, each of which illustrates this technique. Over the 1 chord. Okay, that's C dominant 7. Over the 4 chord, F7. And over the 5 chord, G7. Just like that. Okay, now let's see if we can practice these in rhythm, one after the other, and loop it. As you go, I want you to picture the chord forms, the scale, and also those major thirds for each of those chords. Okay, obviously you can't think of all this stuff at the same time, but just kind of alternate between visualizing each of those elements. Okay, so a 1, 2, 3 to the 4 chord, to the 5, and back to C. Here we go, C. To the 4 chord, to the 5, and back to C. Oop, I changed it up. To the 4, to the 5, and back home. Again. To the 4, to the 5, and home. And counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this and that you're going to find that useful. It's something that's going to be transferable to other genres and other chord progressions, but the blues is the easiest format to get started with it. I want to thank my patrons for making all these lessons possible. Friends, if you need some extra guidance, you can download my PDF study guide at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Enjoy your practice.